Christian, Kamal, Lizam, Isa, Nathaniel. I'm 16 years old and I'm currently a performer at the Bastille High School. Was born in St. Kitts. I am a naturally born Kittitian. I actually started playing at 2 when I looked at the piano in my grandparents' home. You know, maybe as a small child I saw it as a new invention sort of thing. So I tampered with it, and to my parents and my grandparents' surprise, I was actually making sense, apparently. So my grandmother was like, maybe we should send him to proper lessons, you know, get him sorted out in the music field more properly. So that's what we decided to, that's what my grandparents decided to do. You know, they sent me to the Huldah Lawrence School of Music at 6, and I did my grade 8 music exam roughly last year. Last year I did my 8th grade music exams and I got a pass. I think it's not really that when somebody picks up a new hobby or passion that they actually enjoy doing, it doesn't become a burden on them. It's actually more of a peacemaker, you know? Through all the hectic things you're doing, you know, you're dealing with schoolwork, you're dealing with upcoming exams, or even you're dealing with college or tuitions and fees and all of that, you know. When you find something that you love, like I found in music, it actually helps you relax and, you know, take your mind to a settled place where you find things just more easier to do. So I've never really seen music as something that's been added on. I've just seen it as something that's been working throughout all of my processes in life. You know, music governs everything I do. Along with the piano, I play the steel pan. Now, I was introduced to the steel pan at Pan Scan. When they used to have it here at the village. It was awesome, and I thought to myself, wow, that is amazing. So I thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna stick with this for a while, and now I'm a part of my school's steel pan orchestra, and it's been a fun adventure. You know, I'm gonna be sad we'll have to leave, but you know, I love playing the steel pan. In terms of the fife, I was introduced to that by my music teacher, Miss Lawrence, Lady Lawrence, sorry, she's now Lady Lawrence, because she was doing classes, and I was reluctant at first, because I was like, well, I already know how to do piano, why should I learn to do other instruments? But then, after seeing it first time at one of her music concerts while I was there. I was like, you know what, maybe I'll take it up next year. And then I actually love playing the fife now. And from the fife, I grew a passion for the flute. Mr. Wingo Hicks from the Bastia High School is currently teaching me how to play the flute right now. So it's complicated, but I'm getting there, you know. I really am, and it's nice. And the guitar, there's another girl in grade 8 named Tama Martin. Tama and I are like this. We are close buds right now. One day in music class, we saw Miss Lawrence, you know, watching her guitars and her ukuleles and all the string instruments. And we were like, maybe we should ask Miss Lawrence to pick up the guitar and play for us. And we were like, and she was like, okay, let's go ahead. But, you know, I was always the one to go and do the stuff because I guess I was always maybe the braver one of sorts. So I asked Mrs. Lawrence and she was like, sure, no problem. And then she, you know, she came and she even taught us the chords and, you know, and she continued teaching us for a few weeks. Yes, a few weeks. And that is how I personally learned how to, you know, I personally went and did my own research on how to pluck the strings and how to get the chords that you want. And now I would say I'm at high beginner, not intermediate. I'm at high beginner status on the guitar. You know, as for the recorder, I'm not too sure I remember who bought me my first recorder, but I remember it was summertime and I was 5 years old and I got this case. Oh, I should have bought it. But I have this case at home and it's a greenish, bluish, sparkly recorder with its own book on how to teach yourself. So at age of 5, I taught myself how to play the recorder. Remember, my first, you know, proper performance on the organ might have been okay. It was when I was really, 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 really young, like maybe 4 or 6, and it was 7. I was 7 years old, and I was asked to step in for one of the hymns at Zion, where Miss Francis was playing. When Miss Francis was playing, Miss Telka Francis was playing, and from then on, I guess I grew a passion for it. You know, getting out. I recently, as of last year, got the mastery for the footworks on the organ, because I normally used to just play the two keyboards on the actual organ set itself, but as in terms of the pedal work and so, I just mastered it last year. So my first organ performance was one hymn that I have to step in for Miss Francis. But I remember my most humbling organ performance has got to be when I played for the Women's Fellowship at Michelle Benjamin's funeral. That was a real humbling experience, and that was when I knew that, you know, it was for Miss Benjamin, yes, but I almost, as what it was, fell in love with the instrument, you know, because I guess I was trying to pour so much emotion into it, because Miss Benjamin was somebody that I loved, you know, I had a great sense of respect for. And I was furious, I was aggravated with the way that she had to go. However, I guess God knows why things happen, so I was just pouring my emotion into it, and that is how I actually got started into understanding how to play an instrument and not play with an instrument. you know.